ॐ श्री गणेशाय नमः। ॐ श्री सरस्वत्यै नमः। ॐ श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः। श्रीराम जय राम जय जय राम। 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 जय जय राम जय जय राम। ॐ रामाय रामभद्राय रामचन्द्राय वेधसे रघुनाथाय नाथाय सीतायाः पतये नमः। ॐ श्रीरामचन्द्राय नमः। अतुलितबलधामं हेमशैलाभदेहं दनुजवनकृशानुं ज्ञानिनामग्रगण्यं सकलगुणनिधानं वानराणामधीशं रघुपतिप्रियभक्तं वातजातन्नमामि। रघुपतिप्रियभक्तं वातजातन्नमामि। ॐ श्रीहनुमते नमः। ॐ ध्यायामि चिन्मयानन्दं गुरुदेवं महामतिं प्रेमपूर्णं क्रियाशीलं सदा लोकहिते रतं कृपालुं सुन्दराकारं समर्थं सत्यदर्शिनं वाचा तत्त्वप्रकाशिन्या शोकमोहविनाशिनम्। ॐ श्रीचिन्मयसद्गुरवे नमः। ॐ नमः श्रीतुलसीदास सद्वरिष्ठाय धीमते पूरितं हृदयं येन रामप्रेमामृतेन मे। ॐ श्रीतुलसीदासाय नमः। Hari Om. Hari Om. A very warm welcome to this series of Tulsi Ramayan. In our last session we saw Devi Sunayana, the consort of Janak Maharaj, very beautifully, praised Bharatji. And she took permission from the three mothers of Bhagavan Sri Ramchandraji to take Sita ji to their camp. which was readily, joyfully permitted, and she left along with Sitaji to the camp. Now we will see what happens. Before I continue, I would like to remind you that this series will be slightly extended. We used to do it at 45 minutes approximately, but now this series the session will continue up to 1 hour approximately, so that we could complete Ayodhyakand in this series. I hope you remember. Continuing in the 286th Chaupai. प्रिय परिजन ही मिली बै देही, जो जेहि जोग भाति तेहि तेहि, तापस बेश जानकी देखी, भासबु बिकल विषाद विशेषी, जनक राम गुर आय सुपाई, चले थलहि सिय देखी आई, लीन्हि लाई उर जनक जानकी, पाहुनि पावन प्रेम प्राण की, उर उमगेउ अम्बुधि अनुरागु, भयबु भूप मनु मनहु पयागु, सिय सनेह बटु बाढ़त जोहा, तापर राम प्रेम शिशु सोहा, चिरजीवी मुनि ज्ञान बिकल जनु, बूढ़त लहेउ बाल अवलंबनु, मोह मगन मति नहीं विदेह की, महिमा सिय रघुबर सनेह की, सिय पितु मातु सनेह बस, बिकलन सकी सभारी, धरनी सुता धीरजु धरेवु, समौ सुधर मुझ बिचारी, सियावर रामचंद्र की जय, पवन सुत हनुमान की जय, उमापति महादेव की जय, बोलो भाई सब संतन की जय, सद्गुरुनाथ महाराज की जय। प्रिय परिजन ही मिली बै देही, जो जेहि जोगु भाति तेहि तेहि। Videha's daughter Vaidehi, Sitaji, Mili, she went and met all her parijana, and then in the same manner, that is a very interesting point, in the same manner befitting in each case, when she met her friends, the beautiful expression of love, maybe holding their shoulders, maybe embracing them, shaking hands, etc., etc. And when it comes to elderly people, with folded hands, falling at their feet, taking their blessings. And when it comes to children, playfully addressing them. Like that, according to each person, she very befittingly addressed each of them and communicated her joy and love towards them. तापस बेश जानकी देखी, भासबु बिकल विषाद विशेष. Everybody became very sorrowful looking at her tapasvi vesha. She was not in the attire of the Rani or Yuvarani, isn't it? She was in the tapasvi vesha along with Ramchandraji. Therefore, people were very disturbed. Janak Ram Gura Aya Supai. Now, taking permission from Ramchandraji's preceptor Guru Vasishthaji, Chale Thala Hisiya Dekhi Ai. And Janaka also went to his camp, and there he found Sitaji and was extremely extremely emotional. He became very extremely emotional. Leena Layura Janaka Janaki Pahuni Pavana Pema Pranaki. The king took his daughter into his arms, embraced her, and there was so much of outpour of love, affection towards Janaki. Ura umagevu ambudhi anuragu bhayavu bhupamanu manahu payagu. In his heart, ambudhi anuragu, ocean of love, started pouring out towards Janaki, and it was appeared that love appeared as though it was a confluence with so much of love outpouring. It looked like Prayaga. That much of confluence when all of them gathered together, it looked like Prayaga. Now there's a very beautiful metaphor. We will see. What is a metaphor? Before reading here, it would be nice we understand the story. Rishi Markandeya was in deep tapas. This comes in Bhagavatam. Markandeya Rishi was in deep tapas, and it was so deep, so sincere, and so committed. Why I say this is because we also want to do some little. Tapas is a very big word. Even in our daily practice of puja, how much are we committed? How much are we sincere? Remains always a question. We just do it for the sake of doing it because we are asked to do, and we have taken up that as a commitment. But there is no actual commitment in it. We are just doing it, and very many times we won't mind compromising that for some very important other work, good, bad, indifferent. This is our commitment. Whereas tapascharya is not like that, where you leave the entire world away and focus yourself. Rishi Markandeya, thus, while doing the tapas, Bhagavan was extremely pleased, and he blessed him, and he also blessed him with a Chiranjeevi Bhava. Meaning what? You live eternal. Eternal when it is said, it will end in this kalpa, in that particular kalpa that will end. But until that kalpa ends, Chiranjeevi Bhava. And at that time, Rishi Markandeya wanted a boon from Bhagavan. What is that boon? He asked, I would like to experience the power of your Maya. I would like to know the power of your Maya Shakti. Very wrong, because we are already in Maya, but very interesting here it is because we are also in Maya, but we don't know what is Maya. Rishi, he has come to know the power of Maya. He wanted to know that power of Maya extensively, very properly. So he asked for that boon. Bhagavan laughed and he said, Tathastu, and he went away. Now what is the effect of that boon? Instantly, there was so much of rain, so much of water pour. Now it is happening right now in China. We all are seeing in the news, isn't it? Half of China is drowned in water. Tsunami at one place, earthquake another place, volcano in one place, rain and floods from the other place. Everything at a time is happening in China. We are seeing in the TV, in the news, isn't it? Terrible. Bhagavan jane why nature is so harsh this time towards China. Anyway, all that happened in front of Markandeya Maharshi, and he was swept away along with that wind, storm and flood and things like that. And at one particular point, he saw one banyan tree, and under the banyan tree, on a leaf, there was this cute little baby. Mhm. And this cute little baby was so sweet. So naturally, babies are all very cute. And naturally, in this issue, it was Bhagavan himself with both of his little, tiny, plumpy arms, he would catch his, left leg and the toe would go into his mouth. You know whom I am speaking. Naturally, obviously, Bhagavan Sri Krishna ji. He was there on that and he was enjoying that little toe on his mouth. And then Markandeya Rishi could recognize Bhagavan. This is one story. All right. Now, what is that? Kararvindena padarvindam mukharvinde viniveshayantam vatasya patasya pute shayanam balam mukundam manasasmarami. Oh, so beautiful. Bhagavan was lying there, and when Markandeya Rishi was taken there, and when he saw Bhagavan, all his Maya Shakti left him. Within a fraction of a second, Bhagavan showed Maharshi Markandeya what was Maya. His Maya, nothing actually happened. Think. Now, that is very beautifully referred to here in this Chaupai. Siya saneha batu badhata joha. The immortal banyan tree is the affection of Sitaji. And tapara Rama prema sisu soha. And on the under that banyan tree was this beautiful glowing ray of love for Rama. And what? On that leaf, Bhagavan. Chirajivi muni jnana bikala janu bodhatala hevu bala avalambanu. Markandeya Rishi was none other than, is none other than Janaka Maharaj, who was caught in the sway of love towards Sitaji and Ramchandraji. Think. And where did he find the support finally? He found in the support of the baby, who is nothing but none other than Bhagavan Sri Ramchandraji. Moha maganamati nahi bideha ki mahima siya raghubar saneha ki. Really speaking, see, earlier also we had told, Janaka Maharaj is Videha Raja, meaning the one who has got the ultimate jnanam. Atma jnanam. That is why Videha Raja. Yet, even that Videha Raja, who is actually out of infatuation, got infatuated for the love for Ramchandraji and Sitaji. That was the power of Bhagavan Ramchandraji and Sitaji. And Siyapi tumatu saneha basa bikalasa saki sabhari. Overcome by that love, that affection towards her parents, Sitaji too was extremely moved. And it was so difficult for her to control herself. But at the same time, this is what culture does. At the same time, dharani suta dhira judharevu samavu sudharasu bichari. However, how much ever she was moved emotionally, she recovered herself. Dhira judharevu. She recovered herself. And then she also realized her important noble duty. What is her noble duty? In today's world, we can't understand this because our life is full of you know, passion driven, lust driven, attachment driven life. Whereas those days, however attached, however in love you are with your parents, with your kins, hmm, sense of duty, kartavyam, dharma was so strong. Sita ji, she felt she cannot stay there at night in her parents' place because her place is with Ramchandra ji. So she cannot stay at night. Today, people run away from the house to stay in their parents' house. In fact, sometimes they talk lies and run away. For all time, they want to stay in the parents' house only. Isn't it? They want to run away from family life. They want to run away from husband and children very many times. We have seen that. Many people come and tell me also. But here is a very beautiful representation how a lady having taken birth must live in her husband's house only. And Sita ji would never want to come out of that duty and stay there in the other house. Therefore, she really realizes her duty that she cannot stay with her parents. Overnight, she has to stay with the husband only. This is dharma. And then we will see what happens. तापस बेश जनक सिय देखी भयवु पेमु परितोषु विशेषी पुत्री पवित्र किए कुल दोवु सुज सुधबल जगु कह सबु कोवु जिति सुर सरी कीरति सरी तोरी गवनु कीन्ह विधि अंड करोरी गंगा अवनि थल तीनि बडेरे एहि किए साधु समाज घनेरे पितु कह सत्य स्नेह सुबानी सीय सकुच महु मनहु समानी पुनि पितु मातु ग्लीन्हि उरलाई सिख आशीष हित दीन्हि सुहाई कहति न सीय सकुचि मन माही इहाँ बस बरजनी भल नाही लखी रुख रानी जनाय उराऊ हृदय सराहत सीलु सुभाऊ बार बार मिली भेटी सिय विदा कीन्हि सनमानी कहीं समय सिर भरत गति रानी सुबानी सियानी सियावर रामचंद्र की जय पवन सुत हनुमान की जय उमापति महादेव की जय बोलो भाई सब संतन की जय सद्गुरुनाथ महाराज की जय। तापस वेश जनकसिय देखी, when Janaka Maharaj saw Sita ji in a sannyasi's robe, a hermit's robe, bhayo premo paritosha viseshi, he was extremely overwhelmed and extremely happy. When the parents see their son or daughter in a sannyasi's vesha, people will be very worried. They will be pained normally in our life. But Janaka Maharaj was extremely paritoshu viseshi. He became extremely happy. Putri pavitra kiye kulado. He said, hey daughter, Janaki, Sita, you have brought sanctity to both the kula do, both from the parent standpoint and from the in-law standpoint. You have brought tremendous glory. Sujasa dhavala jagu kaha sabukovu. Everyone, they so much praise your pure conduct. And it has illumined the whole world. You have become popular in the whole world. Everybody have come to know your commitment, your purity of thought. Jiti surasari ki rati sari tori gavanu ki nibidhi anda karori. The river of your fame, even outshone, even crossed over the glory of Mata Ganga herself. That is your glory for what you have done by leaving the Raja Jivana and coming to the hermit's way of life along with Bhagavan Ramchandra ji. And that has penetrated not only in this solar system but the entire creation, all over millions of universes, Anda Karori, everywhere it has spread. Ganga avani thalatini baderi. While Gangaji has only exalted three important places. One is Haridwar, second is of course Prayagraja, and third is Ganga Sagara. It has glorified three places. Ehi kiye sadhu samaja ghanere, the river of your fame, your glory has brought glory to numerous congregation of holy men wherever it has happened. It is happening. Pitukaha satya saneha subani. Her father made lot of wonderful statements, very truthful remarks he made, and poured all his affection towards her. See a sakucha mahu manahu samani. In fact, Sita ji was almost drowned in so much of, she was feeling very blissful, though she was kind of, happy, shy. Bashfulness they call. She was drowned into that joyful mood. Puni pitu matuli nauralai sikha asisha hitadinhi suhai. Sitaji's parents, Janaka Maharaj and Sunaina, again and again embraced her. They utilized that short period of time to bless her from their heart, and they, to embrace her and take her closer to their heart. Kahati nasiya sakuchi manamahi. While they advised her properly and blessed her completely, she could not even speak a word. Kahati nasiya sakuchi manamahi, because she was overwhelmed. She was extremely overwhelmed, and she was also a little uncomfortable because Iha basabarajani bhalanahi. Why she was uncomfortable? Look at this very beautiful point. She was uncomfortable to continue to stay in that house because it was not dharma. She had to go back. 1. 2. Because she had to go back from her parents and go back to her house. One is she was happy being here. At the same time, she was uncomfortable to continue to be here because her name is her dhama with Bhagavan Shri Ramchandra ji. And Lakhiru Kharani Janaya Vuravu. And mother, Sunaina mothers can feel, that feelers are so very natural to mothers. She felt, and then she also expressed it to Janaka Maharaj. Hridaya Sarahata Silu Subhavu. And both of them, Janaka Maharaj and Sunaina, they were happy to see that, that beautiful modesty in Sita ji. Bara bara mili bheti siya bidakin hisanamani. Again and again, both of them embraced her again and again. They could not allow her to go, but they have to allow her to go. Bidakin hisanamani. They, with lot of, soft words, good words, they departed. She departed. Kini samaya sira bharata gati rani subani sayani. And The clever queen, after Sita ji left, she spoke to Janaka Maharaj. She expressed the glory of Bharata to Janaka Maharaj. Bharata Gati, she has also already spoken earlier all that she spoke to Janaka Maharaj and appraised him of the glory of Bharata, the deep love that Bharata had towards Ramchandraji and Sita ji. She expressed it to Janaka Maharaj, Rani, Subhani, Sayani, very eloquently, very precisely, perfectly. She expressed it to Bharata, Janaka Maharaj. And you remember, Kaushalya ji had requested her, please talk to your husband about Bharata. She had requested, and as per her request, and that force that she had to speak about Bharata, the glory of Bharata, she spoke to Janaka Maharaj. Continuing, Suni Bhupal Bharata Vyavaharu Sona Sugandha Sudha Sasisaru Mude Sajala Nayana Pulaketana Suja Susarahana Lage Mudita Mana Savadhana Sunu Sumukhi Sulochani Bharata Katha Bhava Bandha Vimochani Dharmarajanaya Brahma Bicharu Iha Jatamati Mora Pracharu Somati Mori Bharata Mahimahi Kahai Kaha Chali Chuvati Na Chahi Bidhi Ganapati Ahi Pati Siva Sarad Kabhi ko Bidha Buddha Buddhi Bisarad Bharata Charita Kirati Karatuti Dharma Sila Guna Bimala Vibhuti Samujhata Sunata Sukhada Sabakahu Suchi Surasari Ruchi Nidara Sudhahu Nirabadhi Guna Nirupama Purushu Bharatu Bharata Samajani Kahiya Sumeru Kisera Sama Kabikulamati Sukuchani Siyavara Ramachandra Ki Jai Pavana Sutta Hanuman Ki Jai Umapati Mahadev Ki Jai Bolo Bhai Sab Santan Ki Jai Sadguru Nath Maharaj Ki Jai. Suni Bhupal Bharata Vyavaharu Sona Sugandha Sudha Sasisaru. Janaka Maharaj very carefully listened to the Bharata's glory, his conduct, his behavior, which was a very rare combination. Some of the ornaments, here it is said, the gold ornament, gold itself is very beautiful, and on that very invaluable stones, colorful stones, diamonds, everything it is there. All these are nothing but the qualities of Bharatji. Sona Sugandha Sudha. It was also a fragrance in it, and like the nectar. Nectar with fragrance is gold with diamonds, and Bharata with all his wonderful nature, his qualities. It was full of actually, Rama Seva and Rama Prema. That is why he shines. Because of his Rama Prema, because of his Seva towards Rama, and due to his innate qualities. Mude Sajala Nayana Pulaketana Suja Susarahana Lage Mudita Mana. The king was overwhelmed listening to Bharatji. He closed his eyes, and his eyes, was watering with full of tears, tears of joy, which created horripilation in his body, and every word of praise in Bharata was so powerful. Savadhana sunu sumukhi sulochana. Sumukhi, Sunayana, with beautiful eyes. Sulochana, very, very powerful eyes. With beautiful face. Hey Sunayana, listen attentively. Savadhana sunu. Bharata katha bhava bandha bimochani. The story of Bharata, what you have expressed and what he is, relieves the very bondage of samsara in all the devotees. Not only devotees of Rama, devotees of Bharata also, because thousands of people became great devotees of Bharata knowing his glory. In fact, some of them surpassed their, love for Bharata than even love for Rama. That was the glory of Bharata. Tava kathamritam tapta jivanam. Your katha itself, listening to your katha itself is a, fulfillment of the very life, it is said. Dharma rajanaya brahma vicharu iha jatamati mora pracharu. Dharma, the righteousness. Rajanaya. Rajanaya is what? Statesmanship. Statesmanship. And Brahma Vicharu, the enquiry about who is that Brahman, what is that Brahman. Iha Jathamati Mor Pracharu. And I have some kind of access to all these topics. Meaning what? I know about Dharma. I know about the politics. Raja, Naya, that way of handling the Rajya. Brahma Vicharu, even the Vichara, inquiry on Brahman, I can understand. Ihan Jatamati Mora Pracharu, I can even do Prachara of that, Yatha Shakti, Yathamati, Jatamati. Somati Mori Bharata Mahiman. He says, but though acquainted with these subjects, my mind cannot even touch the shadow of Bharata's glory. My God. Janaka Maharaj says, I can talk about Brahman, but I can't even touch even the shadow of Bharata's glory. How wonderful is Bharata, is it not? Kahai kaya chali, chuvati na chahi. Even, by fluke or crook, I can't even describe even the minutest part of Bharata's glory. That glorious is Bharatji. Vidhi Ganapati Ahipati Siva Sarada Kabi Ko Bida Buddha Buddhi Bisarada. Vidhi, Brahma the creator. Ganapati, Ahipati. Ahipati is Shesh Bhagavan. Shiva, Bhagavan Shiva himself. Sharada, Saraswati. Kavi, sages and saints and poets. Kovida Buddha Buddhi Visarada. When all these people, they cannot express Bharata's glory. Bharata Charita Ki Rati Karatuti Dharamasila Guna Bimala Vibhuti. Even they failed in expressing the story. Charita. Charita means his lifetime. Kirati, his glory. Karatuti, all his actions. Dharma, his righteous living. Sheila, his character, Guna, all his virtues, qualities, goodness, Vimala Vibhuti, this is the unsullied glory of Bharata, which can never be described. Samuchata sunata sukhada sabakahu suchi surasari ruchi nidhara sudhahu. And he says, it is also delightful to listen and appreciate. It surpasses all language. Even celestial stream Gangaji's purity is secondary to the purity of Bharata. That is the glory of Bharata. And he continues to say, Nirabadi guna nirupama purusho bharatu bharata samanjani. Bharatji is possessed of infinite virtues. You name it, he has it in the fullest measure. Nothing short of. No first, second, and no, everything is at the fullest measure. All glories, all virtues, everything Bharata. Therefore, he is a man above comparison. Nirupama Purusho Bharatu Bharata Samajani. Please note that Bharata alone is to be like Bharata only, because there cannot be a second person for comparison. Apan tej samaro apai, we see in Hanuman Chalisa, isn't it? Apan tej samaro apai, your glory is yours only, nobody can be compared. Similarly is Bharata. Kahi asumeru kisera sama kabikula mati sakuchai. Can ever mountain Sumeru be compared to or equal to a Seru? Seru means, in Tamil they say Seru means there is one small container kind of a thing, tall container, with which they measure. Those days, these days all these kgs and grams and all those things have come. Those days, Seru we call. It is there everywhere, even all the bhashas it is there. In that rice or wheat or everything, they would measure 5 Aidu Seru in Kannada or Anji Seru in Tamil. Seru is a measure. Can that measure be equaled to Mount Meru Parvata? How is it possible? Hence, everybody, all the poets and everybody were confused because they cannot express Bharata's glory. Continuing. Agama sabahi baranata barabarani jimi jalahina meena gamudharani Bharata amita mahima sunurani janahi ramuna sakahi bakani barani saprema Bharata anubhavu तियजी अखी रुचि लखी कहरावू बहुरही लखनु भरतु बन जाही सब कर भल सब के मन माही देवी परंतु भरत रघुबर की प्रीति प्रतीति जाई नहीं तर की भरतु अवधि स्नेह ममता की यद्यपि रामु सीमा समता की परमारथ स्वारथ सुख सारे भरतन सपने हूँ मन हूँ निहारे साधन सिद्धि राम पगने हूँ मोहि लखी परत भरत मत एहू भोरिहु भरत न पेलिहाही मनसहु राम जज रजाई करियन सोचु सनेह बस कहेउ भूप बिलखाई सियावर रामचंद्र की जय पवन सुत हनुमान की जय उमापति महादेव की जय बोलो भाई सब संतन की जय, सद्गुरु नाथ महाराज की जय। अगम सब ही बरनत बर बरनी। Oh, beautiful lady, fair lady, the greatness of Bharata, it really baffles whoever wants to describe it. First of all, it baffles them because indescribable. Jimi jalahina meena gamubadharani. How can a fish try to glide on a dry land, try to swim on a dry land? It cannot. Similarly, are the condition of poets who are trying to glorify Bharata through words. Bharata amita mahima sunurani. Bharata's glory. Hey Rani, listen. It is, you can't estimate, you can't describe, you cannot, measure his glory. Janahi Ramuna Sakai Bakani. The only person, very beautiful statement, the only person who can understand and know incompleteness of Bharata's glory is only Bhagavan Ramchandraji, nobody else. And the next part is so beautiful. Na Sakhai Bakhani, even Ramchandraji cannot describe Bharata's glory. Think. If Bhagavan, of course, then there was a big list, Sharada, Shesha, nobody can describe, and finally even Bhagavan cannot describe Bharata's glory. That is the glory of Bharata. Bharani saprema Bharata anubhavu. Having thus very beautifully described, indescribable glory of Bharata. The king, he came to know his mind. Tiyaji aki ruchi laki kahirahu. He understood the mind of the queen, Sunayana. Bahurahi lakhanu bharata ban jahi, sabakar bhala sabake manamahi. Hey Rani, now he comes to the topic. He says, if Lakshmana returns to Ayodhya and Bharata accompanies Ramchandraji, sabakar bhala sabake manamahi, definitely it will be very good for all. If Lakshmana comes back to Ayodhya and Bharata goes along with Rama, it will be very good, and it is what everybody wants also. But, oh dear wife, oh lady, Devi, Parantu, but Bharata Raghubaraki. Preeti, the next line word should go here. Bharata Raghubaraki Preeti Pratiti. And the love of Bharata and Sri Rama, that love, that affection, and the confidence, Pratiti, Jai Nahi Taraki, it is beyond anybody's conception. It is not only Bharata's glory that which is indescribable, but the love they share between themselves is, it cannot be conceptualized. Conceptualize itself, let alone talking about it. You can't even conceive the glory of that. The depth of their love and affection. You can't even think about it. Bharatu avadhi saneha mamata ki, jadyapi ramu sima sanmata ki. Even though Shri Rama is the ultimate example of even-mindedness. Even though Rama is a great example of even-mindedness, Jadyapi Ramusima Samataki. Bharata is the perfection of love and attachment. Attachment to whom? To Bhagavan only. He is par excellence. परमारथ स्वारथ सुख सारे, भरतन सपने हूँ मनहु निखारे. Be it the worldly matters or even in the spiritual matters, in both the interests or in the personal comforts, Bharata has never ever bestowed any thought, even in his dream, to be higher than Rama, to stay at par with Rama or something. He always is at his feet. Now look at this beautiful two lines. Chaupai is Sadhana Siddhi Rama Paganehu Mohi Lakhi Parata Bharata Mata Ehu. If you want to know what is Bharata, these are the two very important factors. What is that? Sadhana Siddhi Ramapadane. For Bharata, the sadhana is being at the feet of Rama, and Siddhi is being at the feet of Rama. Means is Rama's feet, and the destination is also Rama's feet. Think. That is the glory of Bharata. For him, there is nothing beyond Rama's feet. Mohilakhi parata bharata mata ehu. To my mind, it appears this is going to sum up the entire Bharata's life. What? His means and end is only Rama. There is nothing other than Rama. Bhorihu bharata napeli hahi manasahu Rama sajai. Bharata would never ever, even in this wildest dreams, would want to even think of, crossing over, flouting Bhagavan Ramchandraji's orders. Even unknowingly he cannot flout Bhagavan's orders. That is Bharata. Kariyana sochu saneha basa kahe bhupa bilakhai. We need not therefore worry. We should not grieve. Why? He is at the feet of Rama. Then why at all worry? Why should we get excited about Bharata? You don't have to do anything. We don't have to worry about Bharata, and indirectly even Sita is included here. We don't have to worry about both of them. They are at the feet of Bhagavan Sri Ramchandraji. They are very well taken care, so you need not worry. Continuing. Rama Bharata Guna Ganata Sapriti Nisidampati Pulaka Samabiti Raj Samaj Prata Juga Jage Nai Nai Sura Pujana Lage Ge Nahai Gura Pahira Ghurai Bandi Charana Bole Rukhapai Nath Bharatu Pura Jana Mahatari Soka Bikala Banabasa Dukhari Sahita Samaja Ravu Mithilesu Bahuta Divasa Bhai Sahata Kalesu Uchita Hoi Soi Kijiya Natha Hita sabahi kar raure hatha asa kahi ati sakuchera ghuravu muni pulake lakhisilu subhavu tuma binu ram sakhal sukha saja naraka sarisa duhuraj samaja prana prana ke jeeva ke जीव सुख के सुख राम तुमत जीतात सोहात गृह जिनहि तिनहि विधि बाम सियावर रामचंद्र की जय पवन सुत हनुमान की जय उमापति महादेव की जय बोलो भाई सब संतन की जय सद्गुरुनाथ महाराज की जय। राम भरत गुण गणत सप्रीति निशिदंपति पुलक समबीति। As the king and queen Janak Maharaj and Sunaina ji, when they were talking about Ramchandra ji, Bharat ji, and of course Sita also would have come in between, but in particular Ramchandra ji and Bharat ji, the whole night passed away. They didn't even realize that the night has passed. The night passed away at an instant, like that it just passed away. Raja Samaj Prat Jug Jani Nai Nai Sura Pujan Lage. Jugajage, early morning when they woke up, all of them finished their morning chores and whatever, and then they worship their gods as usual, whatever they do. Genai Gurapai Raghurai. Raghurai, even Bhagavan Ramchandra ji, he finished all his morning duties and then he went towards his guru Vashishta ji. Bandi charana bole rukhapai. And after offering his namaskarams at the feet of the guru, took his permission to speak. Nath bharatu pura jana mahatari soka bikala banabasa dukhari. Hey Bhagavan, O Lord, Bharata and even citizens and my mothers, Bharatu, Purajana, Mahatari, all the mothers, Soka Bikala Banabasa Dukhari, all of them are, grief struck. They are all very inconvenienced. Living in the forest, and it is difficult. They are not used to all such things. Sahita Samaja Rau Mithileshu. Even not only even Mithilesha, King Janaka and Sunayana ji and all his followers also, so many people are living in trouble. Bahuta Divasa Bhaye Sahata Kalesu. So many days have passed and all of them are enduring lot of hardships. Uchita hoi soi kiji natha. Please do something. Do something that they all go back and become comfortable in their own places. Hita sabahi kara raure khata. It is good. It is in the welfare of all. Do something which is good to all. Asakahi ati sakuche raghurai. Ramchandra ji was he felt very embarrassed. Sakuche. And his that particular feeling, it was transgressing all limits in a manner of saying, why? Seeing everybody suffering in the forest. Muni Pulake Lakhisilu Subavu. And Muni Pulake, the sage Vashishta ji was so happy looking at the courtesy, looking at the love, looking at the affection, looking at the, that beautiful feeling that Ramchandra ji had towards everybody. How much he is pained to see others' pain. Tuma binu Rama sakala sukha saja. Hey Rama, without you, Tuma binu, all these sukha, everything is nothing for them. Without you, all these great, life with all amenities and etc. are all like hell only. Naraka sarisa duhuraja samaja. For them, without you, even the palatial places are all naraka only. You are everything. Prana prana ke jiva ke jiva sukha ke sukha Ram. Hey Rama, prana prana ke, Kenopanishad. Shrotrasya shrotram manaso mano yat वाचोह वाचं सवु प्राणस्य प्राणः चक्षुषश्चक्षुः अतिमुच्य धीराः प्रेत्यास्मान् लोकाद् अमृता भवन्ति प्राणस्य प्राणः श्रोत्रस्य श्रोत्रम् चक्षुषश्चक्षुः that essence is you only Rama for them. You are that essence. Therefore, they cannot live happily without you. And tuma taji tata sohat griha. The one who renounces you and wants to go back home and live there, he is so unfortunate. Jina hitina hibidi bama. It is so unfortunate. Very, 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 it is, their fate is very adverse. Foolish people. And people who are here, they love you so much, Rama. For them, all these inconveniences are not at all an issue. They would love to be here in your presence. We will continue tomorrow. सियावर रामचंद्र की जय, पवन सुत हनुमान की जय, उमापति महादेव की जय, बोलो भाई सब संतन की जय, श्री सद्गुरुनाथ महाराज की जय। ओम शांति शांति शांति। हरि ओम। श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः। हरि ओम। सद्गुरुनाथ महाराज की जय।